give the years and great success. With truth and love we'll conquer all. For God our land and SFS. Alma Mater DB, God give the years and great success. With truth and love we'll conquer all. For God our land and SFS. With truth and love let us united be, true to our glorious college name. High on the hill a beacon light is she, leading our children on to fame. March on to glory is a message for, spread truth and love both far and wide. Loyal to the hands to reins of guidance, teacher and pupil side by side. Alma Mater DB hail, God give the years and great success. With truth and love we'll conquer all. For God our land and SFS. Alma Mater DB hail, God give the years and great success. With truth and love we'll conquer all. For God our land and SFS.
A warm good morning to everyone present here. I, Atulya Lal from BSc second year, on behalf of the management, our principal Dr. K.T. Thomas and staff of St. Francis de Sales College, welcome you all to the 5th day of our student development program. Till date, we have completed 4 sessions of the program on important topics pertaining to student development. Today's session is not just important but also interesting because the talk will be on the topic entrepreneurial skills. In the world where we are told success is just getting employed, entrepreneurial skills motivate us to be the leaders and create our own destiny. Taking the day's session forward, I wish to say that it's a great privilege and honor to introduce the chief guest of the day, Dr. Kailas Kadu, to our viewers, who will share his knowledge and expertise and enlighten us on the topic entrepreneurial skills. Dr. Kadu is an ex-Senate member of the Rashtrasant Tukdoji Maharaj Nagpur University. He is also the academic counselor in the Commerce and Management faculty of RTMNU. Currently, he is a professor at Greenhaven Institute of Management and Research, Nagpur. He has completed his MBA with specialization in marketing management and personnel management. He is a great personality with tremendous achievements in the field of business management teachings. He has been awarded the Vishish Shiksha Samman for his contribution in higher education in the year 2016. Dr. Kadu has more than 24 research papers to his credit, and he has written on diverse topics ranging from socioeconomics, internet marketing to business administration. Sir has published several books, to name a few: Know Your Entrepreneurial Traits, Principle of Management, Entrepreneurship Development, Advanced Marketing Techniques, etc. Dr. Kadu is the PhD thesis supervisor of RTMNU. 8 students have registered for PhD and 6 students have been awarded. Sir is also the PhD supervisor at Pacific Academy of Higher Education and Research University, Udaipur, and at SGGT University, Rajasthan. He is also the supervisor at Gondwana University, Gadchiroli. He is a member at Research Advisory Committee, G.H. Raisoni School of Business, Nagpur. I once again welcome you, sir, to the program. Before we begin with today's talk, I request our audience to kindly post your queries related to today's topic in the Microsoft Teams and YouTube channel chat box. We will take up your questions, time permitted, at the end of the session. Now I request Dr. Kadu to take over the session. Sir, please.
Okay. Good morning and thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you for the beautiful song. That song made my mind and soul refreshed. Okay. So thank you very much for the beautiful song. Friends, today's topic is entrepreneurial skills. The topic is very important and it is not a theoretical subject like that. It is a subject to be practiced more, isn't it? It is not like that you go to your college from 11 to 5, read there, be in the classroom and like that. You have to practice something. Practice away from the class. You have to practice in the market. You have to do something. You have to sell something. You have to work. You have to get in touch with the people, successful people, and go through their success stories. You have to work hard. Something you have to sweat by yourself, isn't it? You have to struggle. And then only the result will be very fruitful. You will be the entrepreneur. And at later stage, you will be the proud businessman. And I shall thank you that time when I find you as a good businessman. See, basic thing is we need entrepreneurs. Everywhere we talk of employment, employment, employment. Who is going to provide you the employment? The entrepreneurs. So I request all of you to think from this particular angle to go for entrepreneurship. Okay. So today's topic is on entrepreneur skill, and I have decided a particular sequence that how should I move ahead. Okay. Actually, it should have been interactive class, but since we are on Microsoft online, it will be difficult to have the interruptions and question answer session. So we have kept that particular session at the end. You stop me, and then at the end we shall have a maximum time for question answer session because it is required here. Friends, basically I am an employee. I am not the entrepreneur. I get regular salary. So I am the employee. So before you, there are three particular options open for your livelihood. What are those options? You can be a businessman, you can be a professional, or you can go for employment. So there are three basic human occupations: business, profession, and employment. So now you have to select any one out of the three. You have to select it deliberately. You have to select it, isn't it? It is not, life is not like a chance that if at the time you find some advertisement and you have applied for that and you got the employment. No, it should be a deliberate choice. If there is a deliberate choice of a career, we call it as a profession. For example, practicing CAs, self-practicing doctors, lawyers, they are professionals. They are getting fees for that. They are not getting a regular salary. And the basic criteria for the occupation to become a profession is it should be a deliberate choice of a career. People think that I want to CA. My son is going for CA. He has his examination in November this year, isn't it? So for a long time, he was in 9th standard, he was thought of CA. But CA is a good profession. CAs are good. They have good status in the society. They are doing some financial calculations. He was thinking too. So if he practice himself after chartered accountancy, pass it CA, he will become a professional. Then business, you all know about the businessman, isn't it? And employment, we are very, very well versed about the employment. So ours is a nation having maximum employment, employees, isn't it? Very few go for entrepreneurship. Now we have to inculcate this particular spirit in yourself. The motto of my life is to see that maximum my students shall go for entrepreneurship. What exactly it is and how to start with. Everyone knows it. You all know, I want Audi. I want a big car, a big house, comfortable life. I must be respected in this society. Everyone wish this. Everyone want this. And nothing is wrong in that. But the way you have to travel is something somewhat difficult. Once you are in the employment, we say that we are stable in life. We are getting employment, isn't it? We are the employee somewhere. Maybe we are good working there. But if you start something of your own, maybe small, may not be big at the initial stage, but you will be respected in your particular circle. So I start now this with first concept is my concept of starting of entrepreneurship is know thyself. अपने आप को पहचान. Know thyself. It is required in every field, not only entrepreneurship. You know thyself. When I was in MBA at my hometown, the very first presentation I had given that time, it was in the year 1988. It was know thyself. अपने आप को पहचानो. In management parlance, we call it as SWOT analysis. Strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. I have my SWOT. I continuously in the group of my friend, we have one exercise of SWOT of each other, isn't it? So we put that particular cheats. Dr. Kadu, your SWOT, isn't it? Your strength, your weaknesses, isn't it? Then I put some other cheat of my friends like that. So I should know myself that how am I, what am I, where am I, why am I, and for what am I. So it is a series of WH questions that we have to ask to ourselves. Why, what, where, when, by whom. See, I have to ask question to myself and initially I have to answer the questions. I am the paper setter and I am the examinee. You just practice it at your home. When you are at study table, when you find free time or any time, you just make your SWOT, isn't it? And if in a group of your friends, if you perform this particular exercise, you will get much more interesting ideas also, isn't it? That there can be in many number of weaknesses, isn't it? Many number of weaknesses. Some are very interesting like that. I don't want to throw some light on that, but just have a SWOT analysis. This is the first step you are moving toward entrepreneurship. Strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threat. If you can exactly SWOT yourself, you have won half the battle. But it should be done very honestly. You must take it out from your mind and body and soul. No, this is my weakness. You must be able to explain it yourself. Don't tell to others, but you should tell to your mind. There is one interesting quotation on this. You can cheat others, but you can never cheat your mind. So don't dare to cheat your mind. Whatever your weaknesses are there, you please take down it and try to convert into the strengths, isn't it? Some have the fear of public speech, a weakness, isn't it? You can speak in a group, but you cannot speak on the podium or mic. It is a common weaknesses what I have observed now. So you have to practice it. Start from your home, isn't it? Then a group of 2, 3 people, 5 people, then a big group. One day you can be a waiter. So the first point is know thyself. That is perform your SWOT analysis, and the weaknesses are there. Try to make it into your strengths. So you have to develop this particular practices. See, weaknesses can be minimized or decreased, but cannot be eliminated. Even I cannot eliminate my weakness. It can be minimized, but cannot be eliminated. If you can, it is a very nice thing. Okay. So this is the first point I would like to mention here. Do your SWOT analysis. And dear friends, I am the experienced and senior most faculty in Nagpur University jurisdiction for MBA course. And for your kind information, I have started my career as a high school teacher and retired as a professor of Nagpur University. So professor is the ultimate position in Nagpur University, isn't it? So it requires devotion and hard work. You may start from a small thing, no problem, isn't it? You can be a small businessman. And I suggest you few practical things. I do not go through books. The people around me, they teach me, isn't it? There is a market in front of my house. Now there is a big market in front of my house, weekly market, isn't it? I go there and interact with the people, keeping that social distance because of this corona. I just watch them. I just observe them. I just analyze the things, whatever they have told to me. So you have to be very clear in your attitude and aptitude. Be of open mind, interact with the people, try to solve their problems, and you have to proceed further on that. You have to act on that. We just read, but never implement. If you want to become entrepreneur, whatever you collect, whatever information you collect, you have to implement it. So you see, this is about the SWOT analysis. I hope you will do it. Do it in a group. Do it by yourself and do it in a group because you should know yourself first, isn't it? Second thing, in business, in entrepreneurship, there is a continuous struggle. Why do people join employment? There is a struggle up to getting employment. Then you are happy. Barring few honorable exceptions, then you are happy, isn't it? Because you have to do the assigned job. That's all. You have to do the assigned job in a nice way, isn't it? And you will get annual increments and you will get promotion there. In business, there is a continuous struggle. In entrepreneurship, there is a continuous struggle. So I expect from you to struggle continuously rather. If there is no struggle, you have to struggle continuously, because without adversity, you will get nothing. You cannot find opportunities in adversities. And remember, there is always a second chance in business. People generally say, for example, a airplane pilot, isn't it? He can do mistake only once. In business, there is always a second chance, isn't it? For again, you can lift it up. So continue your struggle. At the very basic step, isn't it? You will find many difficulties. You have to overcome the difficulties. If you overcome the difficulties, you continue your struggle, a good day will come, a bright day will come. You will find a very nice sunshine, and you will find yourself as a businessman. So these are the very first steps that you have to struggle. Once after experience, isn't it? You will find yourself as a top position in the market. People will respect you. People will call you for this and that function. You will be a good businessman. They will honor you. And one day you will get a coveted Best Businessman Award. I hope so. So this is regarding a continuous struggle. Do it. Practice it. You do it. Struggle is there, but don't stop it. Don't give full stop to that. You make your struggle continuously. Rather, struggle will teach you much more things in the business. Friends, now I come to the main point of the topic. What exactly is skill? In Marathi, we call it as kaushalya. Skill. What is a skill? See, in this particular regime of the central government, we are well acquainted with this word skill. What exactly is skill? The definition of skill is the application of knowledge. That is, a particular management hierarchy is there. For example, if you process data, you will get information. In other words, I should say information is the processed data. Data is a raw fact and information is a meaningful fact. Okay. So it is converted after a processing. When you process information, you will get knowledge. So knowledge is the processed information. And next step, when you process knowledge, you will be skilled. So skill is the application of knowledge. Now, we are very loosely use this word skill everywhere. Even a teacher is teaching in the class, some training is there. What sort of training is going on? You say it is a skill training. Friends, it is not. You are getting knowledge. Skill is always on the job. Skill is always on the job. And this particular word reflects from art side. You cannot talk about a skilled scientist, but you talk about a skilled artist, isn't it? So it is particularly the word is reflected from the art side, isn't it? So skill is the application of knowledge. Now, if you want to become a skilled, how to go for? I suggest everyone, elderly, I do not want to request, but I would like to friendly suggest you start your entrepreneurial career with salesmanship. Once when I was in my earlier college, I decided that one group should start from entrepreneurship and start from salesmanship. So they came to me and requested me about giving them idea about going for salesmanship. Friends, Nagpur is the third biggest market for what? When I ask these questions to my students, they generally say, sir, it is for orange. Yes, Nagpur is known as Orange City, but it is the third biggest market in nation. I am talking about for essence attar. Attar itra बोलते हैं उसको ना. Attar attar attar. In Nagpur there is a attar holi. You must have seen it. That Gandhi Gate. If you go just ahead of the Gandhi Gate, isn't it? That Mahal side area, there is a attar holi, and everyone wished to use that particular attar in the program, for example, any reception or marriage ceremony happening, we generally use it. People, they have a habit to keep that particular small bottle with them, isn't it? So it was a tradition when I was a student, isn't it, in my area at a marriage ceremony, they used to sprinkle that particular attar water over the people, isn't it? Now there is no fashion like that. But Nagpur is the third biggest market of attar. We have attar only. I told the students to practice selling for that. Purchase a big bottle, purchase small bottles, isn't it? The big bottle convert into small bottles. Let us have a wrapper. Keep it in your purse or a pocket or a bag, handbag. Wherever you find some person, you can talk to them and sell it. The selling price of small bottle was 20 rupees and the cost of that particular, it was 10 rupees. So they used to get 10 rupees profit. Some of the students, they performed well. I said after their meeting that what happened, some good experiences, some bad experiences. But after my class was there, I thought that some of the students, they were missing the class. That particular group students who used to sell that attar, I asked to other students why they are not there. Sir, they are selling attar because they are getting a handsome amount for that. So one student said that he earned 150 rupees in 2 hours. Now he is a good entrepreneur in energy sector. I must tell you, this is a live example I would like to tell. Books will not tell you anything. The live example, role models, success stories, some particular cases will tell you many things. So skill is the application of knowledge, and when you have to be skilled, you have to perform something in the market. You go there, sell something, get the experience, and then you will be at the first stage of the entrepreneurship. What exactly is entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship चीज है क्या? Entrepreneurship starts with innovative needs, thoughts, or ideas. You must be a creative man. You must be a creative man. Once upon a time, I told to my student to go for a home shoe polish machine, home automatic shoe polish machine. In big restaurant, big hotels, 3-star, 5-star hotels, in their washroom, machine is there. We get our shoes and chappals clean. Can it be a small size machine I can use at my home at the entrance? Yes, you can do it. Entrepreneur must say yes, always yes, and practice it, isn't it? So there are many options available. 4 days before in a paper, I have gone through the Jendu Bomb story, success story, isn't it? They used to sell at home only. People will come at my house, I will sell. No. Another generation person of the same family, he has brought that particular Jendu Bomb into market, and now Jendu Bomb has become famous. You have to be somewhat innovative. You have to be creative. You have to be something different. But remember, why we do not practice this? हम नहीं करते. बहुत बार सुना है. You must have attended several lectures, several classes, entrepreneurship meet, conferences, presented paper. क्योंकि एक बात मैं आपको बताता हूँ, वो हिंदी में बताता हूँ, मुझे माफ करना, आप तो SFX के स्टूडेंट्स हैं. सबसे बड़ा रोग क्या कहेंगे लोग? We are more status conscious. I used to sell vegetables at my farm in weekly market. बोरे पे बैठ के, बोरा बोलते ना, जिसमें हम भरते, उस पे बैठ के, with the taraju in my hand, I used to sell it in the scorching heat. Yes, I did it, and I got daring out of that. बिजनेस करने के लिए सिर्फ प्रिंसिपल ही नहीं चाहिए, बिजनेस करने के लिए आप में डेयरिंग चाहिए. For different businesses, different daring is there. I have my petrol pump at my hometown. It is not a job of common person to start it because there is a big struggle. You will find many customers. They are of different nature, different style. Everybody in a hurry. There is a queue, and the back person he whistles the horn, isn't it? Because he wants that he must get the fuel filled very early. So you have to persuade them, isn't it? You have to stop them. You have to maintain the discipline like that. Different businesses, they have got different threats. You can start from very simple thing. Just I said you start from salesmanship, not necessary attar or ittar or essence. You can start with your own idea also. So entrepreneurship starts with innovative needs, thoughts, and ideas. One more idea is there. We employ a maid in the house for making chapati. Generally, a chapati making maid comes and serves us, but not for vegetables. Sabji banane ke liye nahi, isn't it? There are chapati making machines, but I think it is not visible. I have talked to many of my relatives. They said that it is not viable or feasible to do like that. Can you not come up with some eco-friendly and very small chapati making machines? Yes, you can do it. What market needs? You have to have the innovative ideas. You have to come with the new product. If your product is new, you will get the benefit. If you are coming up with the similar products, you will not get benefit. And for new product development, you have to start with 3 I. Either imitate, innovate or invent. एक तो imitate करो, एक तो innovate करो, या फिर total invent करो, isn't it? So 3 I option is available with you. Now, friends, I shall come to next part because see, because of this time constraint, I have to go ahead also. Friends, what skills are required basically? You see, you may be a employee, you may be a businessman, you may be a professional. Communication skill is a must everywhere. Communication skill is a must everywhere. Because see, your personality is because of the skills you possess. There are different personality traits, isn't it? In Marathi, there is one very interesting quotation my teacher used to tell me. सोने पांघरून चिंध्या विकायला बसलो तर गिराईक आवरेना आणि चिंध्या पांघरून सोनं विकायला बसलो तर गिराईक फिरकेना. Means you are wearing a gold, isn't it? And you are selling a useless thing. If you are wearing a gold and selling a useless thing, you will find many people, many customers. But vice versa is also there. So wearing gold, you are trying to sell something, means you are a person with your attitude, your skill, your performance, your personality. It matters. So communication skill is a must everywhere. I think there is one session on communication skill out of this 3 weeks program. One communication skill I have gone through it if I am not wrong. So one must be communication savvy. Practice the communication skill. That is a very essential skill is required. Second thing to become an entrepreneur. But see, when this skill are applicable, when you have that particular selling skill. I am coming to that particular part later. One is communication skill, then negotiation skill. You have to negotiate. You cannot be a rigid man. हम बोलते हैं ना, why you are in a group? We generally find a person who is always away from the group. हम ग्रुप में रहते, लेकिन एखादा ऐसा बंदा रहे तो ग्रुप के बाहर रहता. हम बोलते यार वो उसका हटके ही है, वो अपनी रट लगाता है. Isn't it with the environment? Isn't it? So you have to have the negotiation skill. इसके ऊपर एक मिले सुर मेरा तुम्हारा तो बने हमारा. ऐसा नहीं वो मेरे को this way you cannot go. तो बने ahead. You by yourself, you initiate it. You will find people will एक थोड़ा सा करेंगे के समय में लोग it a light to others. So negotiations, personal, interpersonal, isn't it? This fellow, that work, this work, you are well familiar about. And important, what is required is the selling skill. You must be able to sell. You must be able to sell even an idea. If you have a good idea, isn't it? See, I start my managerial career once when I in the newspaper about publishing one pen company published in the newspaper to give the advertisement slogan, isn't it? So I got a particular reward from that, isn't it? So you can also start like this. You can also make a advertisement copy for any businesses. You can go through the newspapers where some small ads are there. You can learn from home also, and now this is a work from home. So you have to start कुछ करना शुरू करो. And I suggest you elderly, do not rely on your father's pocket for your for your daily maintenance. You have to earn that. So it is something and then learn. Unless and until you earn, you cannot learn, isn't it? So make yourself a habit to go in the market and to earn something. This earning is not for your pocket money, isn't it? If it is, but it is for learning. You will learn. I often tell to my management students, when you are in the class, topic or content of the management, maybe of any, you must have the preliminary idea from the market. If you have the preliminary idea from the market, you will set a nice question. Sometimes you can honorably stop to your professor from teaching. Sir, whatever you are teaching is not like that. This is that professor will certainly honor you and will certainly pat you. You do that, and sky is not the limit for that. So selling skill is very much important in life, but it is a thing of practice and learning. We generally say that many businessmen are there. They are not MBAs, isn't it? But they are successful. I tell you, most of the American entrepreneurs, they are even non-graduates, not graduate, and most of them are at their 20s now. That spark should be there from within you. आप कभी कभी सिनेमा देखते हो ना, एक सिनेमा में था ना, वो आता है हीरो बोलता है साहब आपके लड़की का हाथ, वो बोलता है मेरे लड़की का हाथ मांगता है, मालूम है उसके ड्रेस की कीमत क्या है, हाँ उसकी गाड़ी की कीमत क्या है, और जा पहले ये सब बना के ला मुझे बता, फिर मैं लड़की का हाथ. वो कुछ दिन के बाद में उसको मोटिवेट होके आता है कि साहब देखो अभी मुझे आपके लड़की का हाथ दो, मैं that motivation should be there, that spark should be there. We people are very safe from home. हम घर से safe हैं. We are getting lunch, dinner, everything, isn't it? Well, safety and security. So we try to be in adversity if you have to do something. आपको अगर अचीव करना है तो आप थोड़ा सा एडवर्सिटी में जाके कुछ खुद का शुरू करो. Family, but for short term, you can have your own identity and the people will remind you and they will certainly honor you. Okay, nice. I told you to go for salesmanship. I have always a reason, whatever it is always with a reason. क्योंकि ये डॉक्टर कडू बोल रहा है. Because there is a good salesman writes his own check. There is interesting quote. A good salesman writes his own check. वो चेक पे अमाउंट खुद डालता है क्योंकि वो सेल्समैन है. And it is the best career, isn't it? It is the first step towards the entrepreneurship. And the next thing for that, why there shall be a spark within you for entrepreneurship, isn't it? You should have some road, isn't it? We have a Mukesh Ambani, the richest person, isn't it? Take it as a role model, isn't it? We have the Tatas, we have the Mahindras, we have the Goenkas, Singhanias. They are doing well in the business. Go through their success stories. You can go through a success stories who may be just adjacent to your house and not a big person, isn't it? A small person will also tell you several things. Generally, this happens. A small person can tell some good things, but we ignore it out of the ego. अरे मेरे बाजू वाला है, भाग गया, उसको क्या समझता है? बन गया. No, just ask him. Be a good friend of him. Get some good thoughts from him, isn't it? You must be open. An entrepreneur must be open to get good thoughts. आप हितवाद अगर पढ़ते होंगे तो हितवाद, लेट नोबल थॉट्स कम टू अस फ्रॉम ऑल यूनिवर्स. मेरे पास में अच्छी जो थॉट्स है वो कहीं, लेट नोबल थॉट्स कम टू अस फ्रॉम ऑल. जहां जहां से आपको अच्छी चीजें मिलती है आप लोग ले लो. आप डोंट say no to anything, just get things, isn't it? Filter the things, get good things and practice it. Be innovative, be creative, be social, be in the good relationship, because there is one more concept now, marketing, and you are smart guys, you are techno savvy, you can better go for online marketing, but I suggest you to go for the product or service which is new and not in the market, so that you can penetrate yourself in the market very fast. If your product or service is very new, very novel, you can go through that very well, isn't it? Okay. Then next point is the personal characteristics of an entrepreneurship. The personal character of an entrepreneur. आप में क्या विशेषता चाहिए, आप में कौन सी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक चाहिए, आप में ऐसी क्या प्रॉपर्टी चाहिए कि यू कैन गो फॉर एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, इजंट इट? कुछ चाहिए आपके पास. हम बोलते हैं ना बंदे में दम है, तो बंदे में दम चाहिए. वो बंदे में दम है मतलब क्या है, ये मैं दम बताता हूँ अभी क्या है. ऑप्टिमिज्म चाहिए, पेसिमिज्म नहीं चाहिए. ऑप्टिमिज्म, यस ये हो सकता है, यस हम करके देखेंगे, हाँ हम क्यों नहीं कर सकते. यू मस्ट हैव द ऑप्टिमिज्म. अगर हमारे पास में अगर ऑप्टिमिज्म नहीं है तो एक नेगेटिव, पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड हमारा चाहिए. हरदम पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड चाहिए. पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड के सिवा हम काम नहीं कर सकते. जस्ट आई हैव गिवन यू 2 एग्जांपल्स ऑफ अ मिनी फैमिली और होम चपाती मेकिंग मशीन. इट मस्ट बी, बिकॉज चपाती मेकिंग मशीन्स आर ऑलवेज इन द मार्केट. वो है, isn't it? Now what you are going to add in that? You are going to add in that some eco-friendliness. आप उसमें डाल रहे, so that the ladies from the house, isn't it? The people, the customers, they will get attracted. Yeah, it is a viable, isn't it? It is also having then we are getting service out of after sales service also. The people will try to purchase your product. Now in every business there is a cutthroat. Some people use a word that there is a war, not a competition. Yes, it is there. This is because profit to your innovates the attention of others to enter in the same field. If you have made a good mousetrap, आपने mousetrap बनाया है, isn't it? You are earning well. You are a well-respected man. You are a good businessman. Going on well. Another person, maybe your friend, will enter in the same business. So I again repeat this quotation. Profit to one or invite the attention of others to enter in the field. You cannot enjoy the profit on the small product or services for a long time. You will have to always, but before updating your product, you have to update yourself. Without updating yourself, you cannot update your product spend. So remember, the competition is always there and you have to face it. Okay. So first is optimism. You have to practice it. Abhi se aap to, you may start practicing after completion of your education like that, but be optimistic. Second is vision. आपका एक vision होना चाहिए. Vision, so as to understand the meaning of the vision, I tell you in 3 lines. If your vision is 1 year, you cultivate power. If your vision is 10 years, you cultivate tree. And that is for long life, you cultivate people, isn't it? So I hope you understand out of these 3 lines the meaning of the term vision. उसको हम एक दिव्य दृष्टि, आगे की सोचने वाली दृष्टि, आगे की देखने वाली दृष्टि ऐसा बोलते हैं. So you should have that particular vision in your life. Then initiative, शुरुआत करना है आपको. Initiative. Don't read it. Don't keep it in the books. Don't keep the things in the file. Don't keep even in your mind. Please take it out from your mind. यार एंटरप्रेन्योर बिजनेसमैन है ना, ये थोड़े हटके लोग होते हैं. हटके होते हैं, थोड़ा सा कुछ अलग करने का सोचते हैं. वो कॉमन पीपल की तरफ नहीं सोचते, वो थोड़ा सा अलग ही सोचते हैं. उनकी सोच में थोड़ी जान रहती है, वो जिंदा दिली लोग रहते हैं, वो जान रहती है थोड़ा सा, और वो इनिशिएट करते हैं. यस आई विल कम. हम बोलते हैं ना, हु इज टू बिल्ड अ कैट, दीज आर द पीपल, दे आर ऑलवेज रेडी लोग. सो आई वांट यू टू बिल्ड द कैट बाय टेकिंग द इनिशिएटिव. हम सामने आगे करने की जरूरत नहीं, isn't it? You will get a good path to go next. Desire to lead. Desire to, generally टीचर क्लास में पूछते हैं कि I need 2 volunteers, 2 or 3 volunteers. Who will? मुझे भी जब मैं स्कूल में था तब टीचर पूछते थे, कॉलेज में तब, यार मुझे 2-3 वॉलंटियर चाहिए, कौन सामने आएगा? तो सर पूछ के थकते थे, फिर बड़े मुश्किल से एक दूसरा तीसरा उठता था. Why? ऑलमोस्ट रेज द हैंड्स सबने, लेकिन क्योंकि लीड करने वाले, जो डिजायर वाले सब लोग नहीं रहते. लोग वी हैव एम्पल ऑफ पीपल विद अस, बट डिजायर टू लीड वाले बहुत हटके लोग रहते, वो कम रहते हैं, वो थोड़े एक्सेप्शनल रहते हैं. सो यू मस्ट हैव दैट पर्टिकुलर characteristics required for a person to become an entrepreneur. Persistence, drive and persistence. Persistence को हम बोलते हैं persistence of vision, उसको मराठी में बोलते हैं दृष्टि सातत्य. आपने फिजिक्स में 9-10 क्लास में सुना होगा, जब हम मार्केट में जाते थे तो कुछ हमको एक ये मिलते थे, जैसे वो एक इसमें ऐसा रहता था ना, जैसा ऐसा उसको हम घुमाते थ्रेड को, तो एक तरफ रहता था पंछी, दूसरी तरफ रहता था पिंजरा. जब हम उसको घुमाते हैं तो ऐसा लगता था कि पंछी पिंजरे में है. बिकॉज ऑफ द परसिस्टेंस ऑफ विजन. इट इज समथिंग लाइक सेल्फ मोटिवेशन. स्पार्क शुड ऑलवेज बी देयर विद इन यू. आप हजारों क्लास अटेंड करो, हजारों ट्रेनिंग सेशन ऑनलाइन अटेंड करो, आप कुछ भी करो, जब तक के पास स्पार्क इज नॉट देयर विद इन यू, यू कैन नॉट प्रोसीड फर्दर इन एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप. वो स्पार्क आप में चाहिए. मैं वो बंदा, मैं कुछ दमदार करके बताऊंगा, मैं आगे आऊंगा, मैं लीड करूंगा, मैं आपको पाथ शो करूंगा. ये लो, दिस इज माय प्रोडक्ट, दिस इज द बेस्ट प्रोडक्ट. यू मस्ट हैव नॉट फाइंड एनीवेयर and it is suitable. It will add value in yourself, isn't it? Either try my product or buy my product. There are 2 different concepts, try or buy, isn't it? So we are not going to talk in detail. It is a part of marketing like that. So persistence is self-motive. And one important thing, deliberately I am telling you at the end of this particular session, then question answer session will start. Last 10 minutes we are giving for question answer session. That is risk taking. Risk taking. Take it as a part and parcel of your life. किसी ने पूछा कि आपकी लाइफ में ऐसा क्या है बताने लायक, आप उसको जवाब दो, बोलना रिस्क टेकिंग. अगर आप रिस्क लेने को तैयार नहीं, आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते. एक बड़े एंटरप्रेन्योर है, इन्होंने अपने लेटर स्टेज में कहीं ना कहीं रिस्क ली. दे आर इनोवेटिव इन योरसेल्फ. यार ये लोग थोड़े हटके होते हैं, ये लोग हटके होते हैं. आपने हेनरी फोर्ड का सुना ही होगा. हेनरी फोर्ड ने पहला अपना जो कारखाना है कार का, वो ड्यूटरेट बिकॉज इट वाज हिज होम टाउन. नहीं, मैं मेरे होम टाउन में. यस. सो दिस पीपल, दे आर वेरी सेंसिटिव, दे आर वेरी social orientation is always there, isn't it? They even take the risk. May not be feasible in small term, but my company will be feasible, my business will be feasible, my production will be feasible. So they are thinking of long-term gain, not short-term gain, and they are always ready for risk-taking. What exactly is the risk? Risk exactly है क्या? हम लोग जब पढ़ाई करते थे तो जैसे 6 यूनिट तक गए, हम 4 यूनिट करते थे कि नहीं यार 4 यूनिट के ऊपर इतने तो क्वेश्चन मिल जाएंगे, 4 यूनिट के ऊपर हम पास हो गए, अच्छे से पास हो गए, लेकिन वो 2 यूनिट का कुछ भी समझा नहीं, उसका अभी भी हमको थोड़ा सा एक गिल्टी फीलिंग करते हैं, अरे नहीं यार वो मस्ट हैव डन ऑल। हमने क्यों पढ़ाई किया? सिर्फ मार्क मिलने के लिए और मार्कशीट मिलने के लिए पढ़ाई किया? अरे समझने के लिए करने को रहा था, ये अभी हम पछता रहे हैं। वी रिपेंट, आई पर्सनली रिपेंट फॉर दैट। यार वो चैप्टर मैंने छोड़ दिया था, मैंने वो ब्रांडिंग का चैप्टर छोड़ दिया था। नो, आई एम स्टिल वीक इन ब्रांडिंग, आई मस्ट हैव डन दैट। गो थ्रू द बुक्स, नॉट फॉर अपेयरिंग इन द एग्जामिनेशन। इसको मैं ज्यादा मायना नहीं देता, मार्कशीट एग्जामिनेशन जस्ट यू हैव द नॉलेज, बट रिमेंबर ओनली नो नॉलेज इज रिक्वायर्ड अनलेस एंड अनटिल यू प्रोसेस इट एंड कन्वर्ट इट इनटू स्किल्स। आपको उसको स्किल में कन्वर्ट करना ही है, अगर लाइफ में अगर वैल्यू ऐड करना है तो। यू आर ए नॉलेज एट मैन, बहुत नॉलेज है आपको, आप माइक में आते हो, बहुत ज्ञान बांटते हो, बहुत लोग जमा हो जाते हैं, लोग तालियां बजाते हैं, आप लीडर भी बन गए हो, बट आर यू प्रैक्टिसिंग इट बाय योरसेल्फ? आप खुद प्रैक्टिस करते हो? अनलेस एंड अनटिल यू प्रैक्टिस यू डोंट टेल टू एनीवन। नाउ एट द लास्ट मैं एक छोटी सी महाभारत की आपको स्टोरी सुना के फिर हम क्वेश्चन आंसर की सेशन, नाउ इट इज 11:17, एक 3 मिनट में आई एम गोइंग टू कवर दैट स्टोरी। आपको मालूम है महाभारत में कवर, इनके गुरु कौन थे? द्रोणाचार्य। द्रोणाचार्य इनको जंगल में पढ़ाते थे, एक अरण्य में पढ़ाते थे उस वक्त। तो सब लोग बोले सर अभी पढ़ा के बहुत हो गया, अभी हमको हमारी लास्ट एग्जाम लेके जस्ट रिलीव अस, वी वुड लाइक टू गो टू आवर किंगडम, we are fed up with this particular jungle life, now you just take the examination, give us degree and mark sheet and we shall be ready to go. Dronacharya said okay, so if you are hurry to go to your kingdom, now tomorrow there is a last examination, कल ही आपकी लास्ट एग्जामिनेशन। सब लोग जाते हैं, गुरुजी ऑन द स्टेज, कौरव पांडव in front of him, he said I will spell out one particular sentence, you have to repeat it. मैं बोलूंगा, आपको दोहराना है। वो सेंटेंस था आई विल नेवर लाई, आई शैल ऑलवेज स्पीक ट्रूथ। मैं कभी झूठ नहीं बोलूंगा, मैं सत्य ही बोलूंगा। एवरीवन सेड दिस। ओ गुरुजी, दिस इज ए वेरी स्मॉल क्वेश्चन, इजंट इट? व्हाई टुमारो एग्जामिनेशन? लेट अस टुडे इट, लेट अस राइट नाउ इट। नो, द गुरु सेड नो, एग्जामिनेशन इज टुमारो। नेक्स्ट डे सेम सिनेरियो, गुरु ऑन द स्टेज, कौरव एंड पांडव इन फ्रंट ऑफ हिम। Guru said, yes, one by one. You just say the sentence. All said, I will never lie, I shall speak truth. Okay, you are pass. You are pass. You are pass. Last come Yudhishthir, the eldest of the Pandavas. Yudhishthir. Yudhishthir said, no, I need one more day for it. मुझे एक दिन और चाहिए। मैं आपको बोल नहीं सकता कि मैं झूठ नहीं बोलूंगा, सही बोलूंगा, ऐसा बोल नहीं सकता। आई नीड वन मोर डे, अनदर डे। Again, he was reluctant to say. Next day. The student, there was a revolt in between the only for the examination of one person. We have to speak. Now there was a time limit given by Dronacharya to Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira, now tomorrow you will get pass or fail. No further extension shall be given. No supplementary, no examination. Yudhishthira came. Last day it was. All were happy that they would be going to their kingdom after this. So Yudhishthira says, sir, no, you may fail me, but I cannot guarantee that I will never lie. I cannot guarantee that I will always speak, isn't it? So this is the story about this. Whatever you do with honesty, isn't it? Whenever you speak, see that you can apply it in the market. Whenever you show, see that it will continuously be with you. एक आपको हिंदी में आपको एक अच्छा बताता हूँ कि बड़ा बनना बहुत आसान है, लाइफ में बड़ा बनना बहुत आसान है, लेकिन बड़ा बने रहना बहुत ही मुश्किल है। So I hope you will practice all these things. Once again I suggest you to go for some innovative approach, to go for some creative approach, and decide by yourself. One of my friend, he was with me for MBA course. That time, he had decided that time not to go, isn't he? I got employment in one particular institution, and now he is one of the big and the reputed placement consultant in Nagpur, isn't it? I admire him once. So you decide it, practice it, do it. My best compliments are with you. Now the forum is open for question answer session. Thank you. Now question answer session.
Thank you, sir. That was really, really inspiring and insightful talk.
Thank you.
It has thrown open a whole new exciting world of entrepreneurship, and personally it has given me a wide perspective of business world. So as we will proceed to questions, we have got really good questions today. So
Okay.
our first question is from one of our faculty, Sir Sakarkar sir. From where to start for arts and science graduate for entrepreneurship who don't have
Okay.
a business background actually?
Okay. See, you start from, I have given you the example of author essence, isn't it? My student practice it. You start yourself from salesmanship, isn't it? You can be a small salesman, a part-time salesman. You start. देखो बेटा, किताबें कुछ नहीं पढ़ाती. किताबें तो हम बहुत पढ़े, लाखों लोग पढ़ रहे हैं, लेकिन एंटरप्रेन्योर कम क्यों है? Because we don't practice it. You start from entrepreneurship, salesmanship. आप वहां से शुरू करो. छोटा कुछ तो भी बेचना शुरू करो. I have given you my example. I used to sell vegetable at my week market में मैंने 8वीं कक्षा में वेजिटेबल बेचा. इवन फॉर साखरकर सर, मुझे लगता नहीं कि मैं ज्यादा ही नीचे के एग्जाम्पल दे रहा हूँ. आई यूज टू से फॉलन लेमन्स ऑफ माई फार्म. नीचे पड़े हुए लेमन मेरे फार्म के मैं जेब में रख के वो जो गन्ने का जूस बेचता था उसको देता था. वो मुझे 2 ग्लास जूस देता था. एक मार्केट का कंसेप्ट मैंने सीख लिया. इजंट इट? बी ओपन फॉर दैट. नथिंग इज स्मॉल एंड नथिंग इज बिग. बट ये स्टेटस कॉन्शियस रहने की जरूरत नहीं है. जैसे साखरकर बोलेंगे मैं तो सर हूँ, हाँ ये सर तो मेरे को लेमन बेचने को लगा रहे. ऐसा नहीं सर. You, with due respect to you, sir, you can go for the salesmanship, isn't it? Which you prefer, which you like. So this is my suggestion. Start from salesmanship. Okay. Next question.
This is from a student, Sahil Meshram. So he is asking that as there are farmer laws and many laws to safeguard livelihood, but there is no law for small entrepreneurs to save their livelihood or safeguard their livelihood. So in future, if the laws are made, what should be the provisions of them according to you?
See, government is considering several things for that, isn't it? You must have heard the statement of our honorable prime that they are by the help of Reserve Bank of India, they are making a policy to curb, to cancel the interest on the loan they have for the entrepreneurship, isn't it? So government is taking very much steps for that, isn't it? It is not yet out, but it will be very soon out. So there is a relief will be given to that. But you see, some sustainability is there. You have to wait for that particular thing, isn't it? You please be in association. There are several industrial people association, isn't it? You be associated with that particular group, call it as an association, and you can put your particular request before the government and it will get done, isn't it? Because this is the problem everyone is facing. This is because of the corona, isn't it? So I hope that some good things will come. तो बेटा डरो नहीं, अच्छे दिन आने वाले हैं. Next.
Sir, as you have said, the COVID have brought many problems. One of the problem is unemployment. So
Yes.
from that, we are coming to our next question, which was from me. In this era where there is so much of unemployment, do you think entrepreneurs can make a difference in this chaos, or will they become a victim of this?
Yes. See, on your WhatsApp, isn't it? We generally carve a particular sentence. हमारे WhatsApp के ऊपर हम एक sentence लिख सकते हैं ना? Some appealing sentence. In my WhatsApp there is one sentence. India needs entrepreneurs. बेटा तुम नौकरी देने वाले बनो. तुम नौकरी क्यों करते हो? नौकरी करने वाले मत बनो. नौकरी देने वाले बनो. Be the employment provider, not be the seeker, isn't it? And for that we need entrepreneurs. अभी प्रॉब्लम क्या है? हमारे साथ एक ही प्रॉब्लम हमको भी लगता है कि मेरे आंगन में ऑडी चाहिए, नहीं क्या? मेरे को भी लगता है, लेकिन मैं छोटा काम करना नहीं चाह रहा, क्योंकि मैं छोटा काम करना नहीं चाह रहा, लेकिन मैं ये नहीं सोचता मैंने वो करना चाहिए. सो एक थोड़ा माइंडसेट हमको चेंज करने की जरूरत है, isn't it? So without entrepreneurship we cannot go ahead. बेटा, why this evil is there in the society? अगर हाथ को काम नहीं रहना तो वो हाथ अच्छा काम नहीं करते. You just engage their hands in some work so that they will just good luck. And I hope you people you have to become entrepreneur. Why should I expect from other people? I expect from SFS people, you are smart enough, strong and stout, isn't it? I expect entrepreneurship from you. I hope so.
Thank you so much, sir. And our next question is from Cornell Paul. What are some of the reasons for business failures? If we are starting a business, what are some actions we could take to increase our potential for success?
Yeah, Mr. Paul, very. Are you a businessman, Mr. Paul? Or are you doing some job somewhere or a business? क्या बैकग्राउंड है पॉल का, मुझे थोड़ा सा बता सकते हैं बेटा?
Sir, I really don't have idea. I have just given the question.
Okay. See, why do people fail in the examination? Not study. No, isn't taking it lightly. See, without devotion, you cannot go ahead. Determination, dedication, and devotion. These three are required. Now you are saying again, you have to keep one eye on it. एक अपना आंख, दो आंख है ना, एक आंख आप अपनी मार्केट पे रखो कि क्या चल रहा है, अरे एक उसके ऊपर इम्प्लीमेंट इट. We do not implement and then you implement. एक आंख रखो क्या चल रहा है, दूसरा उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करो. Isn't it? It is tight nowadays. There is a cutthroat competition, like there is a war. मैंने आपको बताया, if you come with some good product, आप जैसे एक छोटा सा चपाती मेकिंग मशीन, very few market different brand. So you आपको अपने आप को अपडेट करते रहना है, आपको इनोवेट करते रहना है, आपको क्रिएटिव बनते रहना कि आप सबसे उपलब्ध आप फेल्योर नहीं हो सकते. बट चांसेस आर देयर, यू हैव टू अपडेट यूर लाइफ साइकिल का. एक प्रोडक्ट की लाइफ साइकिल जब डाउन होती है तब ये देखो कि एक बार नया कुछ तो भी ऐड करके, नया मसाला, नया व्यापार, नया पैकेजिंग, नई वैल्यू ऐड करके फिर वो मार्केट में ज्यादा दिखना चाहिए. ये आपको देखते रहना है, अपने आप को अपडेट करते रहना है.
Yes, sir. For today, our last question is, as we see technology is growing exponentially, what importance does digital marketing hold for budding entrepreneurs of today?
Yes, you see, this is the era of the information technology and you have to be the techno savvy, isn't it? There was a problem for me to come on this particular screen. My daughter, she has helped me. For this, so you have to be the techno savvy because online marketing is now going on. Your online class, you cannot say no to your phone. You cannot say no to your whatever desktop, whatever gadget, isn't it? You have to be online. You have to go through new technology. You have to accept it, and you have to see that you are always updating yourself. Because you see, this corona is still there is going on and your online classes are going on. Those who are not techno savvy, they are away from these online classes. So they are losing this very important particular part which is going on. So you have to be techno savvy and you have to update yourself in technology. Rather, you have to be one step ahead from others in this particular technology, isn't it? Because this is the era of technology, information technology, and I hope you all will be ahead of it.
Surely, sir. Sir, are you connected?
Yes, I am connected. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay.
So, sir, that's all for today's questions. And thank you so much, sir, for clearing our doubts and answering our queries with such clarity. Now we have reached to the end of this session. I thank Dr. Kadu for sharing his valuable time and years of his experience with us. You have inspired many of us to pursue a career in business field and have generated bundles of confidence in all of us. Thank you so much, sir. I would also like to thank our principal, Dr. Katie Thomas, and the Student Development Program organizing team who made this session possible. I wish to thank our participants for attending this session. I hope this session was as informative to you as it was for me. See you all tomorrow with yet another interesting and informative topic, leadership and interpersonal skills, in the morning at 10:30. I request everyone to fill the feedback form and submit it. The link is in the team Q&A box and YouTube live chat. Thank you once again and have a productive day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you from my side. Thank you, Professor Thomas, Dr. Thomas, sir, from my side. And thank you, all participants, all my dear students. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Deepak,